In this series, I take you on some of the most beautiful hikes in the Swiss Alps. These are definitely some of the most amazing landscapes I have ever seen. This is the first season of the series. It takes place in the canton of Graubünden, more precisely in the Engadin valley. Good morning! Today I will do a beautiful hike. The first stop is one of my favorite lakes here in the valley. In this fourth episode, I started in Soleil and did a round hike. In total, it's 19 kilometers of hiking with a difference in altitude of 900 meters. In each of the first 3 episodes, I hiked to a hut, which meant that I had to hike back the same way. I was looking forward to my first round hike. In my opinion, hiking is even more fun when you don't walk the same route twice. I was already familiar with this route, so I knew what awaited me. Exploring new trails is even more fun, but I have been in the Engadin so many times that it's difficult to find.
As the ocean throws the water to the shoreline, the blanket on the coast, from the stories old, let the truth be told.
It took less than an hour to get here. The view is just amazing. I think this is definitely one of the most beautiful places I know. What I really like about this lake is that it's quite small. That makes it very cute. Its name is Lake als Schütz, which means Lake of the Roosters. According to a local legend, a rooster was killed to calm a heavy storm. Maybe that's why it's such a peaceful place today. As I had still a long way to go, I only spent a few minutes at the lake after flying with my drone. After leaving the lake, the trail started to get really beautiful. The first part of the hike was mainly in the forest, but up here there were fewer trees and I could finally see the amazing view.
Pretty people sat out in the streets. I think I'm gonna stay in Barcelona, babe. Something tells me I won't be coming home. Maybe I might be better off alone.
Last year I did my first ever bikepacking trip. This year I did another trip. I can highly recommend to watch these videos if you haven't already. Funnily enough, I had problems on both trips after filtering water. Even though I had 2 bad experiences already, I decided to give my water filter one last try. From now on, I will only filter water in the mountains, where the water quality is good in most places. The good thing is that you will always find water in the mountains. Instead of carrying 3 or 4 liters of water, I only had the filter with 1 additional bottle. It was so nice to have less weight on my back.
Now I can eat lunch with this amazing view. So far, this hike is really fun.
For lunch I ate an apple, some bread with ham, and Davida, which is a very famous snack in Switzerland. For dessert I ate a bibeli, which is similar to gingerbread, and to finish I had some chocolate.
Wow, it's so windy. What the fuck? Over there it's raining. And I don't have my rain jacket with me. That's so stupid. Now I will try to hurry a bit. At least I'm energized again after eating something.
Towards the end of my lunch break, I had to hurry a bit because I really wanted to fly with my drone, but I didn't know how long it would take before it started to rain. Luckily, my plan worked out and I could safely land before the drone got wet, but it was a wild flight with so much wind. That situation showed how quickly the weather can change in the mountains. You should always bring rain gear unless it's extremely stable, which wasn't the case. I didn't know what I was thinking when I packed my things in the morning. At least it was warm enough, so getting wet wouldn't be a problem.
Okay, now I'm about to get soaked.
Maybe I should have also killed a rooster by the lake to chase away the bad weather. This is just a joke, of course. I actually didn't have that much bad luck, as it turned out after a few minutes.
It already stopped raining. Luckily it was only a short shower.
I was glad that I hadn't gotten that wet, but I had to hurry a bit because there was going to be another rain cell about an hour later. At that point, another beautiful section with an amazing view awaited me. The lake you can see down in the valley is called Lake of Silvaplana. Driven by the reliable Maloja wind, kite surfers glide across the water like dancing silhouettes when the weather is good. As it was unstable, there was nobody on the lake. However, it is the most popular kitesurf spot in Switzerland, so it can get pretty crowded on the lake if the conditions are good. Even though the weather wasn't perfect, I could still enjoy the amazing view.
Wow, this part right here was really beautiful, and now I will go down there.
It was getting darker again. I hoped that I would make it back to the car before the second rain cell. However, towards the end of the hike it didn't really matter anymore, so I tried to fully enjoy the last 3 kilometers. With almost 20 kilometers and 900 meters of elevation gain, it was another exhausting day. I could feel in my legs that I had hiked for 4 days in a row. I was looking forward to rest in the evening.
Made it to the bottom, now it starts raining again. Even though I got wet, it was a really nice hike. Consider to subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.